In this video we're going to make a really simple little sliding knot bracelet. I'm using a beautiful little flat scallop shell today. I've already put two little holes to thread through onto the shell, one at the top and one at the bottom. It's got a naturally formed hole in the middle as well. You could put your holes onto the shell on the sides and then it would sit like this on your wrist, but I want my shell to sit this way, so I put mine at the top and the bottom. If you're wondering how I put my holes into my shells without a drill, check out my other video and see how I do it. It's a really simple technique. Today for our little sliding knot bracelet, we are using the 0.8mm cotton twine and we're using three 15-inch lengths. So I just start by measuring them out and cutting them to length. This same design can be used for putting anything with two holes onto a bracelet. First up, we just thread one of the threads through one of the holes on the shell. Then we can put the ends together and follow it back down till we find the middle. Now we can tie a little knot there. Just a simple knot or overhand knot is fine. You just want your knot 1 or 2 mil off the shell there so it's not pulled up really tight and the shell will still sit nicely. Then with another piece we just grab that and again thread it through the other hole. Put the ends together, follow it down so that you can find the middle there onto the shell and then just tie a little knot there as well. Pulling that knot down to the same position as the other knot as well so it looks the same as the other side of your shell. Now with the threads on each side, I just pull them gently out from the centre and tie a little knot on each end. Now we can lay our bracelet out on a flat surface and we're going to do the sliding knot. Just laying it out with the ends overlapping. I like to turn it onto the right hand side, so I've got these overlapping ends here on the right. Then I can do my little square sliding knot. So with our last 15-inch length of cord, we're going to place it underneath all these overlapped cords on the right hand side. Just working downwards, we start with the left hand cord there, so just bringing it around and over top of all those other cords there. Then with the right hand cord, first it comes over that left hand cord. Then we go under all of the other cords and then it comes up that little loop that you created on the left hand side. Then we can pull both ends nice and tight and that's your first stitch. Square knot is an alternating stitch, so the next one is going to be the right hand first. Bringing that right hand thread around and over all the other threads there. Then with the left one it comes down firstly over that right hand thread but then underneath all the other threads and then comes up that little loop that was created on the right hand side. Then pulling the tails to pull the stitch nice and tight. Now we're back onto the left hand stitch, so bringing that left cord around and over the top of the other cords. Right cord comes down and underneath all the cords and up the loop on the left hand side. And now back to a right hand stitch, so the right one comes around, left one comes down and underneath all those other cords and up that hole on the right hand side. So we just keep going alternating the stitches for our little adjustable sliding knot. I normally do about 10 stitches here for my little square knot, but it's up to you. You could do a few more or a few less. Just pulling each one nice and tight in between and alternating each stitch from the left to the right. You should have a nice flat little square or box knot there. You can pull your tails nice and tight, and when you're happy with the length of it, then you can cut your little tails off. I just singe them with a lighter as well, just to make sure they are melted together and not going to fray. Just be a little bit careful and make sure you're only melting those parts on your knot there, or it might get stuck to the sliding parts of the bracelet. Your knot should be able to slide up and down so that you can extend your bracelet and adjust it for size, and pulling on the little ties to tighten it up.